the Tails YouTube channel. I will be reviewing my Fin Fun Mermaid Tail today, right here. And I'm going to be talking about a few different topics. First, I'm going to be talking about the overall look of the tail, and then I'm going to be reviewing the comfort and also how easy it is to care for it. So, 3 main topics we're going to be hitting on today. First, before we begin, I want to talk about why I bought this tail. Originally, I wanted to get a silicone mermaid tail when I first heard about mermaiding, and I wanted one mainly because of the realistic look of the tail. I thought that they were just so beautiful, and the things that some of the people could do with those, it was just, they were works of art. However, after reading around on Mer Network a little bit, I found out that you shouldn't start with the silicone mermaid tail as your first tail for many reasons, and that you should start the fabric one instead. So that's why I bought my Fin Fun Mermaid Tail. And I won't lie, when I first decided to buy it, I thought that I was going to get it and it was just going to be this cheap little scrap of fabric and it wasn't going to look very cool and it was just kind of going to be a letdown. However, I will say that I am blown away by how awesome the scales look. Like, that scale pattern is so realistic. There's so much detail in there. And then also the colors are so vibrant. Like, I really like the colors. Like, there's different variations. It's not just like a solid color. There's like a bunch of different... It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It just looks realistic. I like it. I like it a lot. And another thing about the look of the tail itself is that the seams, you can't really tell they're there too much. They're pretty well hidden. If I wasn't looking for them, I wouldn't find them. I think they look good. Did a good job with hiding those. They aren't just like in your face, here's a seam. They look nice, I think. Some might disagree, but I think they look fine. As for the fit of the tail to my body, it's very form-fitting and it has a nice shape. There's not like a ton of wrinkles or like loose pieces. It actually looks like it's part of my body, I would say. So I'm really pleased with that. It's like it has a nice mermaid shape to it. And also the fluke, you can't really see it too much because there's a wall there, but that has a nice shape too. I'm not too overly happy with the curve at the tip of the fluke. You see how it is kind of rounded? I don't really like the rounded look of it too much, but I understand that it's a fabric mermaid tail. It's not going to be like hyper realistic, and it's not that bad. I mean, the pattern here itself is really pretty. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not thrilled about this opening, but you have to get the monofin in there somehow. So overall, the appearance of the tail is pretty darn great. I haven't noticed any pilling of the fabric either, or much fading. There's a few spots around these corners, I don't know if you can see that or not, where I've scraped it on the bottom of the pool, but I'm a pretty clumsy mermaid, so that happens. Overall, I would say the look of the tail is really cool, really realistic, very well done, and it is a work of art too. The silicone mermaid tails are certainly more realistic, but these, they're really pretty. I've been in pools where people have thought, you know, oh my gosh, it's a real mermaid, and so it fools people. I would say that the appearance is pretty awesome. I like it. I'm very happy with the way my tail looks. And I know the purple isn't a very popular color, but I don't know why. I just love the way it looks. It's the Asian Magenta is what mine's called. I love the way it looks. Very pleased. Now, let's move on to the comfort of the tail. Now, before I go into this, you should know that if you are planning on getting a mermaid tail, monofins by nature aren't the most comfortable thing because when you're swimming in them, you usually point your toes. So you have like a mermaid look. And that isn't how your body is supposed to be posed. So it's going to cause a little bit of discomfort. That's not specific to this brand. It's just every monofin out there. If you're going to be bending your feet into weird positions, it's not going to be the most comfortable. But as far as this brand goes, it's the only one I've ever swam in. But I find it very comfortable. I do get foot cramps every now and then, but again, that comes with being a mermaid. The monofin itself, I've heard people complain with other brands that it'll irritate their ankles or their toes, or they'll get like calluses or blisters. I haven't experienced any of that with my tail, and I've swam in it a lot. There was one time when over the course of 2 days I swam in it for 7 hours. That was a fun day, or a fun weekend. But it's very comfortable, the monofin itself is. And as far as the tail, it doesn't constrict your body, you don't feel claustrophobic. It's a bathing suit material, so it's pretty stretchy and allows for your legs to kind of just do what they want inside. So it's not like squeezing you in there. So the tail itself is comfortable. The monofin is about as comfortable as they get. The one complaint I do have about the monofin though is that while I'm swimming in it, I'm not sure if this is true with other brands too, but while I'm swimming in it, sometimes it'll twist. Like my feet will twist inside of the foot sockets, and then my tail will be crooked looking. It's not really a big deal, and it doesn't really affect the way you swim too much. It just, sometimes it bothers me because I'm kind of a perfectionist. Like, it's been bothering me that I put my tail on a little crooked right now. So it's not going to be a big issue for you, I'm sure. It doesn't really bother me all too much. It's just if I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no, my tail's crooked. Or I feel that it's crooked, it just, my inner perfectionist starts screaming at me to fix it. But when you're in the water, things slide around and it wiggles. It's no big deal. Overall, the tail is really comfortable and I couldn't be any happier with it. Oh yeah, and I should mention that it's also really lightweight. It's not heavy to tote around. You don't even notice it while you're swimming in the water. Like, it doesn't drag you down or anything. At least not that I've noticed. And when you get out of the water, it's not very heavy either. So I guess now that we've covered the comfort of the tail, we should move on to the care of the tail. It's super easy to care for. The instructions come with the tail when you buy it on how to take care of it and wash it and just make sure that you don't damage it. And it's nothing very complicated. Just, you basically hand wash the fabric part of your tail, and when you're done swimming, especially in chlorine or something with either salt water or a lot of sand, you just want to make sure that you rinse the monofin out really good. And just basically it's a lot of rinsing, cleaning. You don't really have to do much with it. There's no scrubbing of anything or using chemicals to disinfect, or it's just really easy to care for. So I guess in recap, this Fin Fun Mermaid Tail, I love the colors, I love the way it looks. The only thing I'm not too pleased with is the monofin, but you know, nothing's perfect. As for the comfort, it's really comfortable. I don't really have any complaints there, besides for the monofin twisting a little bit, but that just happens. And for care, it's just super easy to take care of. It requires like no maintenance. I would say it's easier than taking care of a goldfish. So, all in all, Fin Fun Mermaid Tail, I am super pleased with mine. I love it. If you are thinking of going and becoming a mermaid, I would highly recommend their tails to you. They're great. I love mine. I love mine a lot. So if you were thinking about getting one, I say go for it. You will not regret it. They are lovely. So I'm balancing on a pillow right now and I'm falling mermaid. Well, that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, because who knows? Maybe then they'll want to buy a Fin Fun Mermaid Tail and you guys can start your own mermaid pod. And I also want to say thank you again, the Tails, for requesting this video to be made. If anyone else has any video requests, you can comment them below and I'll see what I can do for you. Because I like it when people give me video requests, because then I know what I'm doing, because I really don't always know what I'm doing. Sometimes I feel like I just have bubbles in my brain and I'm just flopping around on shore. It's like a silly fish sometimes. I don't always know what I'm doing. You get that way? Ever? You can comment that below in the comments too. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Wednesday. Remember to live life magically. Preferably as a mermaid, because mermaids are just wonderful critters. So much fun being a mermaid. Being a mermaid makes me happy. It makes me really happy. Even when I get fish netting in my face. Like, no. It's worth it. I just love being a mermaid. Bye, everyone.